Welcome back to the Huddle on 840 Fox Sports Radio. Taking a quick time out there. The Huddle brought to you by 956sports.com, powered by our friends at Mickey D's. Da-da-da-da-da.
I'm loving it.
You still have some beverage there?
I do.
Is the ice still fresh?
It's still good. These cups are great.
Those are awesome. Let's go out to Mercedes, check in with our man, Mike Uribe. He is the head football coach and AD for Mercedes Independent School District. Coach, good morning, sir. How are you?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Now that you're fully up to date on what's happening in the baseball of South Texas.
Sorry, Coach.
You ready to jump on with us?
Well, I mean, the first mistake, you put Tony on there. Tony can talk to himself, so.
Was that me or Coach Leal?
It's Coach Leal.
Both of them.
Coach, how's it going so far?
Everything's going great. Just winding down at the end of the school year.
Yeah, you putting a big wraps on the 2011-2012 season and, of course, getting ready for 12-13. How's your team looking going in? Because you guys are predicted to be one of the top teams in 4A.
Well, I know our district's going to be very very competitive. I feel very confident with our boys, and I think our progress during the spring athletic periods has gone well.
Did you actually participate in spring football, or was it just simply doing a little weights with them?
No. Actually, we've challenged our kids. We decided not to do spring football and have picked up an extra scrimmage to try to get ourselves a little bit more game ready for our week 0 game.
Okay.
We've been kind of last couple of years getting into the playoffs, and I kind of want to elevate our expectations and try to be more competitive for the district championship. So in doing that, I decided to do something different. We have 15 years of coaching. I've always been participating in spring football. This is the first year that we haven't. My good friend, Coach Gomez there in Harlingen, gave me the opportunity to scrimmage him in that first scrimmage, so I dropped that spring football so I could scrimmage the Mighty Cardinals.
Now, when you're 15 years of spring football and all of a sudden you stop, your body is still in tune and ready to go for spring football. How do you manage that and get the kids to say, hey, listen, even though we've done it for the past 3 years, your seniors that have been with you, this year we're not doing it. We need to focus on this. How do you prep them for that?
What we did is during our athletic period, we're allowed to do football drills, so we try to be as competitive and as practice tempo with our athletic period, and we've asked them to increase their participation after school on their own with the strength and conditioning that we normally would have been doing during athletic period. So challenging Cal for our first game and scrimmaging Harlingen, those are two top teams in the state of Texas. And as that saying goes, as iron sharpens iron, men sharpen men, and if playing those programs is not going to motivate us to work hard, then we're in the wrong business.
So when Manny Gomez drops it on you and says, "Hey, listen, we'll scrimmage you in week 0," what's your initial reaction?
The thing is, the way I look at it is it's a scrimmage opportunity. We know that they're going to be physical. We know that they're going to be fast. We know they're going to be well coached. And so, I'm telling my kids, get ready because they're getting ready. And we're not going over there to get embarrassed. We're going over there to improve our program and give us a better opportunity to win a district championship. That's the whole purpose. And, Manny and I are good friends. Obviously we probably would never play each other during the regular season because, I want to stay as friends. There's a lot of personal feelings go in there when you start playing other teams. So that's the way we take it. We're going to get each other better. And anything I can do for him, I'm going to do it. And anything you do for me, I'm sure he's going to do it as well.
When you go in and you coach against a friend, obviously, we're friends up to the minute kickoff, and then we're friends again after the game is over. But how do you take what you've talked to him, and I'm sure that there have been some discussion, hey, I'm weak on the right side, or, our strength is on the left side. How do you not use that against him?
Well, and actually, that's the purpose of the scrimmages. I want to see what our weaknesses are and if we can count on some of these kids, or if we need to change some things schematically, or at the same time, we might be surprised with some of our kids. When the lights turn on, things change sometimes. So, that's the whole purpose. The score's not going to matter at the end of the day. It's what do we need to improve on, and what can we count on during the season.
And how can you step up and make yourself ready for 4A?
Absolutely, and like I said, that was the main reason for dropping spring ball. My initial scrimmage was just with Port Isabel, And I think of the scrimmage with Port Isabel and then jumping into Cal and was made to the state semis the last 2 years in a row and bring a lot of kids back. I go, I don't know if we're going to be game ready or battle ready at that moment, but, scrimmaging Harlingen, then having a good scrimmage against Port Isabel, physical scrimmage against those guys, and I know they have a lot of solid kids returning. So, that's two tough challenges to get into Cal, and I didn't call Coach Danaher to go get beat. I called him to be competitive and give our kids a chance.
And maybe give us a sneak preview of some playoffs.
Absolutely. My wife was like, what are you doing playing Cal, and why did you even give him a call? I said, hey, I'm not trying to pick a fight with just anybody. I'm trying to pick a fight with someone that we normally play. We've lost to them 5 out of the last 6 years in the first round of playoffs, and we've been able to play with them for a half or 3/4. And I'm trying to do anything I can to get them, get our kids comfortable to win. So I'm picking a fight with the bully in our playground. I'm not going anywhere. They're in our playground, and I want to fight the bully.
How much input does Mama Uribe have to the rest of the schedule?
That's about it.
Does she get to pick a team and she says, hey, this year I want you to take on X opponent, or, do you consider that at all? No. It's funny because when we were dating, and she was actually living in Georgia, she came down to visit, and she's a PACE alum, and she was a head cheerleader there and the whole bit, and she came. And I was working at McAllen High School, and we're playing them in the second round of the playoffs, and there I was walking down to make halftime adjustments, and she had her Letterman jacket on, and I just looked at her. I said, hey, you better get away from me right now, because the game kind of came down to the wire. We had to block a field goal and then take it down and score in the last seconds to win. And that's when we had a kid by the name of Sky Cook at quarterback, and it was a tremendous game. But I'll never forget. I can't believe you wore your PACE jacket. But that's a little story about her. She's just making sure that you're properly motivated. She wanted to test you as if you were husband material there.
Well, no offense towards cheerleaders, but the game is a game. When for cheerleaders, for us, it's our life. It's our passion.
Coach, I'm the father of a cheerleader, so let's take it easy there. All right.
Well, I try to encourage my 4-year-old daughter to do a few things athletically, and she's more into jewelry and spirit fingers and jazz hands and all that type of stuff. So
you guys pick up a football, cheerleaders pick up other people. That's all I'm saying about that. Coach, talk to us about the website. How's that working out for you? The 956sports.com/Mercedes.
Oh, it's been great. In a community that really is passionate about their sports, it gives them an opportunity to see some of these unique stories and see some of these events that they may not have traveled to. You guys have done a tremendous job doing some videos on it, some articles as well. Just promoting our program, all in all, and our kids, get on there and they brag about it. As soon as one of the new video clips come out, everybody starts talking about it, and everybody's trying to get on it as fast as possible to get a look at it. So it's been tremendous. I brag about it all the time because I'm real proud of that what you guys are doing with that website, and it really gets to show off what we're doing with our athletic program.
Well, we certainly appreciate you jumping on board. It's hard to find those risk takers that when you come up to them with an idea and you say, hey, this is the concept, will you jump in with us? And you were one of the first ones that said, count me in, and you jumped in with both feet. So we appreciate you for it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Coach, have a great summer, and we'll look forward to seeing you soon.
Thank you. You all have a great day.
You too. Coach Mike Uribe of the Mercedes Tigers.